Customs Garage YouTube. We are working on a 2005 6.0 Ford Powerstroke today. This truck has a hot no start condition. Little background on this truck: had injectors about 70 to 80,000 miles ago. It has the updated STC fitting, updated standpipes and dummy plugs. And it also has HHC diesel oil rail nipples and the O-rings. These are supposedly leak proof. As you can see, they're a little oily now, and we have some oil all over the place from where I took it apart. The reason we took this back apart was because it was leaking again someplace, and it would not allow it to have started when it was hot. It's a family member's truck. Doing this work for free, actually, my spare time. But after taking it back apart, family member was getting really bent out of shape about it. It's his only method of transportation at the moment. So I was going through it, and what I discovered after taking the injectors back out was this. As you can see here, this is the O-ring that goes into the top of the injector here. That goes around the oil rail nipples that I just showed you on the oil rail. And that there is what it's supposed to look like. We believe this is probably the point of where it's leaking. It has everything else new on it, so I'm really not sure after this if it doesn't start when it's hot, where else it could be leaking. We are replacing all the seals on all the injectors. As I said, these injectors aren't even that old. We have no codes, no problems with them otherwise when it's started and running. So we'll get this all buttoned up here, and we'll get you a video of it when it's running. All right, we got the injector back in. I have already torqued this. Ford recommends like 24 to 26, I believe, on the foot-pounds for the injector hold down. I also have a 6.0, and when I put bigger injectors in it a while back, the paper that came with it said to torque it to 31, so every injector that I've replaced on anybody's 6.0 since then, I've always torqued to 31 foot-pounds, and I've not had any issues with the injectors themselves. A little bit else, we did put new clamps on this. It has a new ICP sensor. There are some really good YouTube videos about diagnosing a hot no start condition. I just wanted to show you what we found on this truck. Recommendation is watch everyone's video, note what your truck is doing, and then go from there and do your homework on these, and you can figure out the issues. There are other ways to test for leaks. There's an air test you can do. If you have good scanners, you can do that as well. Unfortunately, I do not have one of those scanners, so I get the time-consuming process of taking everything apart. There's only so much could go wrong with these trucks. This truck has 200,000 miles on it, actually, and the only thing besides this leak that actually did, it had a set of injectors. Took the EGR out, and it has the innovative diesel heavy-duty rebuilt pick'em. Other than that, this truck has not had any issues, and it's a manual transmission. It runs well. It runs as good as it did when this individual bought it new. But I'll get the rest of this buttoned up, and I'll hopefully get it started. To getting these oil rail bolts out. There are Torx 30 bits. For these back two here, I use a Torx 30 DeWalt bit for like a screwdriver impact type deal, and a 1/4 inch ratchet to break it loose, and then I'll actually turn it by hand. You do want to be careful though, so you don't drop anything into the motor. Just a little tip that I've picked up from working on these. We'll get these few injectors out and check the seals on them. All buttoned up. Get this truck back together. Ready for a test fire. Let's hope she starts soon. I've actually had these batteries run dead on me before, cranking them. Hopefully it won't be too bad this time. Alright. So what I'll do is I'll let the key cycle for a little bit. I'll run until the fuel pump sounds like it's getting ready to cut off. This will be the fourth time, and now we'll crank. Just gotta keep cranking it. I know the battery's getting low, but we got her started. Let's take it on a test drive here in a minute. I'm going to wrap this thing up. From a little cruise, we're going to turn it off and try to start it again. Let's see, it is up the temperature. And it started. Alright, just wanted to make found the culprit. I guess like a recap of the video here today. What you didn't see in the video is I did test drive the truck after I got it restarted again. As you noticed, it cranked a little longer than it should when we turned it over. That is probably due because the high pressure oil system still has air in it. And anytime you remove the oil rails or the injectors, high pressure oil pump, you're going to get air into the system. It just needs to be purged out. Did take it on a run to get it purged out, and on the way back to the house I actually blew off the intercooler pipe. The clamp came loose, I guess. I didn't have it tight enough. So make sure you check those when you take that stuff apart. I had a poke back to the house at about 35 miles an hour while I was pouring down the rain here. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll try to help you. I'm not a Ford technician, but I have fooled with a couple Powerstrokes now. Know a little bit about them. All the pack of injectors that we replaced today, the seals for the injectors, and then just that one right there. There was another one in here somewhere that maybe looked iffy, but I think it was fine, honestly. Not sure what causes that. If anyone knows, please let me know in the comments. If you need help with anything, if I can help you, I'll definitely try. Please ask. The family member's going to come pick up his truck tomorrow. It's running back to normal. Get that clamp and intercooler pipe put back on, and we'll be good to go. You see here, I was sanding some rust off this frame so I can finish painting it here on the S10. But check out the videos on this. I have 2 or 3 videos out about this now. It's a work in progress. We'll hopefully get this ready. Now we got that truck done. Hopefully we won't have any more unexpected projects come up. We'll get back to working on this. That'll be it for tonight.